IPMNation.com.
I'm Sean the Dead.
Jason Skulls.
Dre Graveyard, and we are
Dead Harrison.
And you're listening to Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
All right, we are here on Local Outbreak at the studio at 598 Main Street in downtown Laconia. TheStudioNH.com is a website if you want to check it out online, and we've got the guys from Dead Harrison here. How are you, gentlemen?
Doing well.
Fantastic.
Zombies.
Excellent. And, of course, you're performing live for us here tonight at the studio. And, actually, Sean, why don't we start with you? Why don't you each introduce yourselves and tell us what you do in the band?
I'm Sean Doobie, also known as Sean the Dead. As part of Dead Harrison. I play guitar. I've been with these fine gentlemen now for probably 8 to 9 years, I think,
Wow.
at this point.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
Andre?
We got to stick together for these things.
Yes.
Longevity is the key.
Yes.
And I am Andre, also known as Dre Graveyard. Drums, percussion stuff, and singing.
Which is unusual.
Vocalist. Yeah, it's not all that uncommon. It just takes a little work.
Yeah.
It just takes work, perseverance, and you can do it too.
Yes, yes.
You know?
You can do it.
And you, Mr. Skulls.
Yes, I am Jason Skulls, a.k.a. Jason Skulls
Yes,
of Dead
yes.
Harrison, and play bass for the band.
Yes, yes.
And do little backups.
So, well, let's the obvious question, of course, why did you guys change your name? Because I used to know you as Mortuus Ortus.
Yes.
Yes. That's
Did you get tired of having to spell it for people?
That's only part of the problem.
There's
yes.
there's a whole really cool story that goes along with it.
Yeah.
In the original, I mean, and how we came up with Mortuus Ortus in the first place was just like, trying to pull a cool name like, oh, we should be like Dead Rising or something. We were trying to stick to that whole Halloween-y theme kind of stuff going on. So I was like, oh, we'll throw it into a Latin translator. That'll be really cool. And so we did, and it came up with Mortuus Ortus. So we were just like, oh, that sounds kind of neat. I can see that.
Yeah.
So we stuck with it for a little while, but
Quite a while, right?
then,
I mean, how many?
for like 3 years we held on to it, and it was like,
Yeah.
it was really great in the sense that it was like an original name, but the problem with it was that you could not remember it. Unless
Yeah.
you knew Latin,
Right.
it was not a name that was going to stick in your head.
Right, right.
So between the people forgetting what the name was and not knowing how to pronounce it,
Yeah.
on top of that, there became a third element that people were, because we had a Latin type name, that we were a death metal band.
Right.
So,
right.
and which we are not at all. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it was kind of throwing people off in that aspect too, in two categories of like, the rockers thought we were a metal band, a death metal band, so they're not going to try and listen to us.
Yeah.
And the metalheads, they go and listen to it, and they're like, "What is this crap?"
Right.
But
Plus, I can only imagine how many times you guys saw it misspelled somewhere on a poster.
Yeah,
oh yeah,
many
absolutely.
times.
It was great.
So, in turn, it was like, okay, so how do we go and take this and let's rework this and let's just
Yeah.
go backwards. So I decided to put Mortuus Ortus through an English translator to bring it back to English.
Yeah.
And when you go back to English, it actually comes up that mortuus is a present tense. It's dead.
Yeah.
It's just dead.
Yeah.
And ort is by itself, which means to rise.
Okay.
So when you put the US on the end, it becomes a past tense.
Okay.
So it becomes dead having arisen.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Dead having arisen just had this ring to it that I couldn't really get. But I'm like, dead having arisen. And then George Harrison came to mind.
Really?
And then it was dead having arisen, Dead Harrison. That's it. And
Yeah.
it stuck. And I was just like, it's such an easy name.
Yeah.
It's such a comfortable name. It makes you, it almost makes you feel good, even though it's got dead before it.
Right.
So yeah, it was like, so that just became it. Ran it by the guys, and we were just like, that's actually really cool.
So all three of you were on board with it right away?
Yeah,
Eventually.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Eventually?
It took a few days to kind of sink in because it was just like, we're trying to figure this out for a little while. And then
Yeah.
it was like,
it's a big
it's like,
decision.
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
there was nothing else there. It's like, yeah, that really was it.
Yeah.
So it just it was just interesting getting used to saying it. Once I got used to saying it, especially to people. And it was like, oh yeah, now it just rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah.
People can remember it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we're not like
yeah.
Grateful Dead or George Harrison or
Right.
you know. So
But I mean, then you got Harrison Ford. He had his whole scare, and
the plane crash.
his celebrity
Yeah.
hoax, death hoax.
I miss
So-
that. I miss the Harrison Ford's death hoax. Wow.
I mean, plus he did die as Han Solo in the last Star Wars movie.
Ooh,
so,
spoiler alert.
Allegedly.
so
Yeah.
he's coming back, man.
So
He's coming back.
there's another dead Harrison for the moment.
Yes. So how long have you guys been dead, Harrison, now?
I think we're going on like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, really? It's been that
Yeah,
long? Okay. Wow.
I think so.
I don't think
I'll be
it's,
damned.
I don't think it's been
No,
quite
maybe
that
it's
long.
only been like
I think
3.
it's actually,
Maybe it's
yeah,
only been like 3
or 4.
long,
Time goes
long
by
enough to put
fast.
the album out under
Yeah.
the name Dead Harrison.
Yeah, yeah.
Which, by the way, we do have an album out, Dead Harrison, then the story of the Mortuary Sortis.
Yep.
Oh, really? That's what it's called? The story
Yeah.
of the mortuary. Oh, I like
So
that. That's
yeah,
cool.
we took the old name and
That's
kept
good.
it. So
Yeah, I
You
dig
got to
that,
give
yeah.
a little past reference. And,
Yeah, yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, I mean, that's how our songwriting and stuff works. When you go, I mean, there's almost a story-like quality to some of the stuff. So you
Yeah.
can actually take a lot of the songs and blend them so that they can almost be a story.
Yeah.
And so, without necessarily being a story, you want it to be a story for each person's life, open to interpretation.
Right, right.
In
Yeah.
the end. We'll give our own little interpretation on this one also. This is our recent cover of Bad Moon Rising.
Nice.
We'll give some credence, a little bit of
Credence to credence.
credence
go.
to credence, man. I see a bad moon rising. I see trouble on the way. I see earthquakes and lightning. I see bad times today. Don't go around tonight. It's bound to take your life. Ooh, there's a bad moon on the rise.
Was there any change in approach or songwriting or anything with the new name, or has that kind of
No.
remained the same? Yeah,
I think the songwriting has just continued to evolve.
It's
Yeah.
evolving.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
we're becoming better musicians. I mean, at the same time as to be a good musician, you want to get what's in your heart out, but at the same time, you have to give back to the people what they want to hear too.
Yeah.
So it's like also looking into how you write the songs to, try and make things that people are gonna appreciate a little bit more. I mean, we don't want to sell out. We don't want to go like, oh, we're gonna go all poppy or something like
Right.
that. That's not what it is. It's like, but what can you do to take some of these little elements that are really sticking with people in modern times? You have to evolve with everything, and the whole music industry is going through complete change right now.
yeah,
So I mean, with the amount of new instruments that are showing up, the digital aspect of things, I mean, look at all the sampling and just the software and the hardware of how computers are so influential in writing music these days.
yeah.
So, I mean, it's as the music's getting older, you're also getting more insight to how things are put together. What are those little things that really relate to people, and how do you pull it in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, is there how much new music is there since you became Dead Harrison? Because obviously you're, it's the same band really with a new name. So how are you still playing a lot of the material from before?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's all still part of. I mean, that was the whole thing when we did this last album. Was like, I mean, we had the other songs were done as Mortuus Ortus, but it was like, let's really reapproach these. There was some things that we wanted to fix a little bit more.
Yeah.
And some new songs had popped into the mix, into the thoughts.
Yeah.
And so, and how we should put it together. And so, I mean, everybody that we've worked with has always been really awesome. And so, getting that stuff done, and now we have new material that we're working on. Taking the time. I mean, obviously, you still have to promote and push the album that you just recorded.
Yeah.
But we still have to work on new material too. You can't just become in this little stagnant thing. So that's, I mean, we've been doing that. We're going to increase the process a little bit more.
Yeah.
But coming up with new things and pushing, and I mean, memorizing stuff is never an easy task.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that for me, that's one of the big things, is locking in all the lyrics. It's like, oh, man, why did I make too many words?
How many songs do you guys have? I mean, it's been nearly a decade.
If you look at the first album that we put out, that was 10 songs that we really did as Mortuus Ortus.
Yeah.
How many songs we have on top of those as new ones? Well, put it this way, we have enough that we're probably just about ready to make another album.
Yeah.
And we're continuing to work on new ideas. It's funny, we're to the point now where sometimes we'll just come together at a practice, and for a full half hour we'll just be kind of jamming out just new things that we think of. And we've had a few songs come together through the process of jamming and creating stuff, taking pieces of that, then structuring it, into a song.
Yeah.
With some repeats and figuring out chorus elements and all that stuff, and then eventually kind of getting the lyric process involved. So that's been the approach with some of our songs. Some of them started off as lyrics, and we put music to the lyrics.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily a rushed process. I mean, it's hard to do it because there's a lot of bands out there that'll put out 3 albums in a year, and there's a lot of bands that, like, I won't say the name, will wait 10 years before they put out an album.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's definitely a balance. It's like we got to keep on our toes and keep pushing and making things, but you don't want to slack off too much. But at the same time, taking that little extra time to really solidify and make what you're coming up with super very good. And this is another nice and early one. This is She Dwells.
Cool.
So I believe that was one we were planning on doing next.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys still play out a lot? I remember.
Oh yes, we have some.
You guys
There's some good shows coming out.
really good.
I don't know. I can't remember
Sure.
what the dates are.
I actually do have it in my head. So we're playing on October 14th at the Chit Chat in Haverhill, Mass.
Good.
And then on the 28th, we're doing our Halloween show. It's a big Halloween show that we're putting on with a bunch of other great groups. There'll be vendors.
Yeah.
It'll be like a nice event. That's going to be at the Elks Lodge in Nashua, New Hampshire on October 28th.
Yeah.
And then following that, we have a show November 3rd up here at what's it called, Jewel, I believe.
Oh, in Manchester.
Yeah, Jewel in Manchester. Yeah, not up here, but in Manchester.
Yeah.
Opening for this band called Genitorturers.
Oh yes.
People
Okay. Cool.
know and will come to.
I didn't know they were coming to Manchester. Yeah.
They are,
Oh
so-
wow. They've been
Yeah,
around a
come on
long
out.
time.
November 3rd.
They've been around like 20 years, I think.
Oh, really?
Genitorturers. Yeah.
We were actually approached by that show by the band Sorrow Seed, who's also going to be playing.
Oh
that
yes.
night.
Yep.
And it was actually through, I think, our new manager Eleanor, I think, had made some contact.
Eleanor
with them.
definitely made some
So,
contact
yeah,
for
we
us.
should,
Thank you, Eleanor.
There's
Yeah,
our
so
little
just do a shout out
for
her.
Eleanor.
Yeah, she approached us a few months ago, and we've known her for a very long time.
Yeah,
too, with some of
yeah.
her work in the music community, and approached us with wanting to help us kind of go to the next level with doing some extra promotion and having that nice management layer of helping out with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And she's done really a great job.
Yeah, I think she might be part of the reason why we're doing this now with you
Yeah.
here.
Right.
And,
Right. Yeah.
Why we have so many shows coming up and a few shows that we actually just performed.
Because
Yeah.
we're musicians and we're slackers and we don't do anything.
Yeah, so we need a manager to do that stuff for us. Really.
Well, what you guys do though is unique. So I think that probably that extra help is useful when you're not the typical you're not a metal band, you're not a punk band, you're not whatever else is you see a million of in the local area. You know what I mean? You guys really stand out. So. Which is cool, and I'm glad you're still playing a lot and still
Hey,
making
you got to
music.
take little pieces of everything because that's what people want.
Yeah.
This one that we're gonna play is 6 Feet to Success, and basically it's one of our beginning songs, like when we first got together and stuff, and it was the congealing of the group.
Excellent.
So it's always a good one to pull out and like make into these cool little things, and so and at the same time, when you die, you win.
There you go.
So yeah, take it away, Jason.
So we were talking off air, but I got to ask you about the Vermin Supreme shirt.
Oh, yes, Vermin. Vermin,
Yes.
very excellent dude.
I voted for Vermin. Andy's been on a different show that I do a couple of times, my political show.
Oh, excellent.
He's actually the only presidential candidate who's
Did he
ever
bring
done
his
my
giant
show.
toothbrush?
Yes,
Excellent.
of course.
The man's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. Dead Harrison was actually asked. We were kind of pointed in there from.
Through another band, Lucretia's Daggers,
Yep.
was offered a set time for his. It was a telethon fundraising event.
Yeah.
Her band was non-existent at that point in time.
Yeah.
Said, "Hey, how about my friend's Dead Harrison?" So we got in on that.
Great.
That way, and yeah, it was such a good time.
And it was kind of
Such a
funny
good time
because
doing that.
next thing I know, I'm working my 1 day a week at Costco,
Yeah.
doing the food thing. Go out on break. All of a sudden, my phone's ringing. I'm like, my phone never rings during the day, but I just decided to answer it anyway.
Yeah.
And it ended up being Vermin Supreme himself.
Oh, wow.
And so we ended up having like this whole 15-minute conversation, like while I'm on break smoking a cigarette, and I'm just like, hey, yeah, and called him back later, and then we just had big old conversation. It was like, let's go do this this Vermin Supreme telethon event.
Yeah.
That was happening up on trying to remember the name of the farm.
It was out in Croydon, New Hampshire. Anyway.
Right. Okay. I remember hearing about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and just went up there and brought everything that we could possibly bring to the table, and
Yeah.
we rocked the place.
We played out under the stars. It was
Yeah.
it was so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
out
With a big
camping.
bonfire
Oh,
going out
that's
in the
awesome.
background while we were jamming out Electric Funeral.
It was
Nice.
burning a vermin effigy.
Yes.
Vermin.
Yeah.
Were there there must have been a lot of people there, I would think, right? It was-
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there
was
was
a crowd,
a
yeah.
good amount of
It was
people.
fun.
Yeah. Is there a video of this online or anything?
There
or-
probably is some.
Yeah, there should be
Yeah.
something.
There's definitely got to be
floating
some
or else-
footage over there on Vermin. If you can go on Vermin's stuff, I'm sure you'd have to go through the archive.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's there.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
mean, he's got so many since, so I mean, you got to do some digging.
Yep. So, where's the best place to go online to keep up with everything you guys are doing? Where should people
Facebook seems to be the most direct route.
go? Yeah.
As much of a drug that it is for everybody.
Yeah.
It seems to be the go-to place, so we try and utilize that. I mean, I'm not a very. It's not that I can't be techno savvy; it's that I refuse to be techno savvy.
Ah.
And the fact that he calls it techno savvy.
Right. Yeah. It's not that I don't like dance
Before
music.
your
I just
feet are
refuse to.
Well, and so Facebook is probably the most connected we are with fans and other musicians in the community. But our album is actually available for streaming on Pandora.
Great.
And Spotify. I know with Pandora it's kind of a little different. You can't just pick an album, but
Yeah.
with Spotify we actually have our whole album available. We also do have it for digital purchase on Bandcamp and Amazon.
Excellent.
So it's definitely very available. And at least you can stream it in a few cases to kind of get some good previews.
Yeah.
And I think eventually we're going to have a website that's under construction right now, but we're really kind of pointing people to the Facebook page. Just
Cool.
look up Dead Harrison on it's like the facebook.com/Dead Harrison.
Yep.
So
Excellent. Well, guys, this has been great, and it's good to. It's been a long damn time, so it's good to see
No,
you
it's
guys.
very pleasant to get up here and definitely get some time in.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you guys have some new stuff too, we'll have you back. We won't let 5 years go by without doing this again. So
Yeah, hopefully we'll have some things for you soon. I mean, we'll email you a excellent copy of Bad Moon Rising.
appreciate it. Yeah,
It's our newest endeavor in recording. So
yeah.
I decided to just pull an old classic out.
Where do you guys record, by the way?
We ended up doing just Bad Moon Rising for the time being with over at Hunter's studio. Hunter is another local band out of Nashua.
I've had them on the show. Yeah, it was maybe 3 years ago. I don't know. It all blurs together. Probably about 2 years ago. Yeah, they were on the show. Yeah.
Good friends with Connor and them, and
Cool, yeah.
And that was one of those things where it's like, hey, come on over and let's record something. If you like the sound of it, let's work something.
Yeah. Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, it's like we've been doing a lot of work together. So
Great.
it's been really awesome.
Yeah. Very cool. Very cool.
And the album actually was a friend of ours who was looking to kind of get some experience with recording a full album, Jason Como. And he has since moved down to Texas, and he's very, very active with, I believe his webcast is Dogma Debate, I believe is what it's called. But he actually did our album for us for free, which was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He approached us about it, and we went through the process with him. Took some time to get everything where we wanted. We didn't have a nice studio. It was kind of out of our practice space that we were doing it.
Yeah.
But he made it sound great with everything that we had available to us.
Yeah.
So I'm able to make an album that we're happy with putting out there for people to listen to.
And you can't beat the price, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, Dead Harrison, guys, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thanks, Matt.
IPM Nation!
For the moment, we're doing this.
Yeah, Black Collar acoustic set, spur of the moment, live at the studio in Laconia with Matt Connarton, IPM Nation. Giveaway of Matt.
You can see the digits for a moment. Yes, you do, my kind brother.
lemmings give their lives just for joy of an empty soul. Who cares? Nothing more but strife. Subservience must unite. Serve yourself. What is right? Don't let them keep you down. Stand up. Take the crown. this life sentence won't do me in. All this time there is no laughter. Sing to the moon, you evil thing. When I cross the threshold through the gates of hell, it is when I am there. I will never meet my maker.
IPMNation.com.